And Showtime is doing a great thing of doing that. They made us the main event on Saturday night, all 4 belts, and then including the ring belt, all access, so they can see into both of our lives on 2 different sides of the world, and just see how much we sacrifice for boxing. A lot that women sacrifice, which I think is more than the men ever could sacrifice. It's more than the men ever could sacrifice. We sacrifice putting our lives on hold to have kids. We sacrifice our families and our friends just to give everything into boxing. So they'll be able to see that, and this should be, a game changer for women's boxing.
All the respect to all the women that box. We have more than one fight to, fight. Not just fighting each other, of course, but, fighting for equal pay, equal time on TV. Just that equal, we don't get as much sponsorships or endorsements as the men. And everybody want us to play nice, but y'all know I'm not really that nice. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but I'm the greatest one of all time. There's a lot of men that can't beat me, so that's just where we at.
Claressa Shields makes it really hard to get behind her. I've already stated in the last video I made about her about feminism and boxing don't mix. And I go on to express why I was no longer supporting her due to her pushing this agenda in boxing where it seems like women are being treated unfair or not getting equal pay or whatever, some crap like that. Basically trying to bring some social justice to some place where ain't no injustice, And it's crazy because, she's from my state, She's from Michigan, and I always try my best to support Michigan fighters and, what they bring to the boxing game. And I liked Claressa Shields a lot, I really did. Other than this, I have no problem with it, but this is something to me that I can't just easily look over because it's one of those things that irks me. Like, I've always said it, I don't want no racism in boxing, and I don't want no feminism in boxing. We got to put it with everything else, the politics, the bullshit, Vegas, the mob, and all that other shit. The last thing I want to put up with is some race shit, and especially the last thing, if I'm tolerating and if I'm putting up with some race shit, especially the last fucking thing on earth that I feel like I want to deal with, my sport of boxing, my haven, my place that I go to actually blow off steam, to forget about the world and just lock into something else that ain't got nothing to do with, what goes on, in the real life world. Especially, I don't want no feminism in that shit, and every time I turn around, Claressa Shields is trying her best to kick men square in the fucking nuts. And just like I stated in my last video, this is the problem with it. You talk all this equal pay for women and you're doing this for women and blah, 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 blah. When there's no women being mistreated in boxing. You can't help if women's boxing is not as lucrative or is not as financially beneficial than men's boxing. That's just how it is. Not enough women box. I'm pretty sure if you get enough women, that's interested in boxing, the climate will change, the interest will change, the viewership numbers will change, and therefore the money will go up. That's very simple. It's not a popular sport. So how can you claim that there's some kind of injustice or some kind of dip on the pay scale when women's boxing, in comparison, does not hold up to the same residuals that men boxing brings in? That's very simple. It's not hard to understand. And what's even more asinine about what Claressa Shields is doing, Claressa Shields is made famous by men, not women. That's a fact. People know who you are because of men, not women. And even right now, still, it's men who support you. It's men who show an interest in you. It's men the reason why you headlining. Women don't fuck with boxing like that. Not really, not on a mass level. But men are the reason she is popular, not women. No women sitting up here talking about, I want to be the next Claressa Shields. No women are sitting up here talking about that. yo, I want to be like Christina Shields and stuff like. They don't talk about her. Right now, females out here want to be like Beyonce, the Kardashians, and whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever bras there is out here to run behind. But nobody's saying, I want to be Claressa Shields. They might say, I want to be Serena Williams or something like that. But nobody's saying that about Claressa Shields. So you're climbing this mountain of fame off the shoulders and off the backs of men, only get to the top of the mountain hollering some feminist shit when there's no injustices going on with women in boxing other than it's not popular and they can't make a lot of money off of it. I mean, I seriously don't understand this shit. But yet, you'll take our support, you'll take our viewership, you'll take our dollars, you'll take whatever revenue that you get from us paying attention to your existence and use that to fuel some feminist movement when it's not needed in boxing. No women feel like you feel. No women feel like you feel. And we have to get over this. First of all, I think y'all should know something about me. I'm not an equal rights person. I'm not. I don't believe in equal rights. Because I believe in what's realistic. Men get judged different from women. Men can get away with stuff that women can't get away with. Women can get away with a whole lot of shit that men can't get away with. You know, we have to stop thinking that we're equal. We're not equal. Okay? We're not equal. We have specific gender roles, and we have things that people perceive of us to be able to do, to be able to take care of, and to be able to complete based on our gender and based on our sex. We're supposed to be good at certain things. That's just the way it is, you know? And somebody said something, it was comical, but it was oh so true, man. It was oh so true. I was reading a comment one time, and matter of fact, it's in the section of my last video when I was talking about Claressa Shields and feminism and boxing don't mix. And he goes on to say, and I'm paraphrasing, and he goes on to say something like, I don't want to hear nothing about equal pay and equal rights. You know what I'm saying? When men in porno movies start getting paid the same amount of money as women do, then we can talk. And I laugh my ass off because it's so fucking true. We talk about all this, men are not being paid well. I mean, women are not being paid well, and women are getting paid less than men, and they don't understand what they bring to the table, and they get mistreated and all this stuff. You know, where's the social inquiry about male porno stars getting paid way less than female porno stars? That's showing direct favoritism towards gender when they're both doing the exact same job. And if you ask me, the man's job is more demanding and more draining, especially in that field. So there's plenty of instances where women get paid more than men and you don't hear nothing about it. That's just one of them. I think it's a funny ass example, but it's very fucking true. It's very fucking true. So men get paid unequally all the time. Or how about the whole Google thing, when they did their little research and find out that males were being underpaid, and this is the company Google. Males were being underpaid and women were being overpaid. Women were being paid more than men at the whole Google corporation. You know what I'm saying? Once they did their investigation, I believe the investigation started because women believed that they were getting underpaid. And when they did the investigation, they found out that the men who worked at Google was getting paid less when they was just as qualified, as more qualified as the women. So it happens all over the world. But when it comes to boxing, if female boxing was as lucrative or was as popular as men boxing, and then you can talk. And then you want to talk about what you want to have because what belts you want. Listen, in men boxing, we can't have 2 or 3 fights and damn near be undisputed champion. We can't be a champion in 2 fights. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody got a career like Lomachenko. Okay? It's the only fight y'all can go in and have 6 fights and be fucking undisputed. she got 9 or 10 fights, and she talk about she the GOAT. That lets you know how small women's boxing really is. If you could have 8 fights, and you talking about you the greatest female of all time, with 8 damn fights, that is gonna show you it ain't enough bodies in female boxing. If it's not enough bodies in female boxing, then that means it don't hold enough interest. If it don't hold enough interest, that means it does not make enough money. So how do you expect to get paid on the same scale as men's boxing when men's boxing make 20 times in revenue what female boxers do? You know, they have the viewership, they have the numbers, and you have less than half the numbers, but you want to get paid the same as these guys, and these guys got to at least go 15-0, 18-0 before they even see a belt or even become a champion. I don't know, man. That's just my thoughts on it. You know, like I said, I like Shields, but I can't get behind this feminist shit, so therefore I don't support her. So therefore, when it comes to this fight, you know, my heart pick is going with Christina Hammer. My head pick goes with Claressa Shields, you know. And that being said, and all that shit aside, I would vouch for Claressa Shields. I did support Claressa Shields, but as long as she's pushing this movement, especially in an era where it seems to be illegal to be a man, where everything you doing is toxic masculinity, where you can't walk down the street and even look at a woman or give her a compliment, or you can't say this without losing your job or going to jail, and all these females getting away with sleeping with underage boys and stuff like this. But if a man even rubs against a female's ass, he doing 30 years in prison. See, I'm against all that bullshit, and you're not gonna bring that shit into boxing. So with that being said, I mean, I don't fuck with Claressa Shields. I wish her all the best of her fucking career, but she do not get no support over here. You guys are more than welcome to leave your thoughts in the comment section. All you super sensitive, pro-female, I want to strap on a cape for women think you gonna come in here and try to bash me because I have a masculine opinion about some shit. You guys can miss me with that shit, because I know you superhero female savers love to come in here and act like somebody is downing women or some shit like that, and you need to score some cool points, but you're not gonna score no school points on my fucking platform. So like I said, you guys can miss me with that shit. This is just my opinion. This is just how the fuck I feel. If you want to support her, go ahead and fucking support her, but ain't nobody gonna make money off me while at the same time condemning people who look like me and who get paid like me just because I'm a fucking man. Anyways, that's my thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Bruce Vane, I'm out.